everybody. Welcome back to the recap. Here with another episode. I know it's been a couple weeks, so I'm going to upload a couple of videos for you guys today. As we have gone through 2 weeks of our Christmas series, since it is Christmas time. It is that time of year. Decorations are up, lights are on, and joy is just abounding. And Christmas time is just a season of the year that tends to bring expectations. And honestly, in every area of life, we have expectations. Sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low. Some of us tend towards one or the other. I'm more of a low expectation guy myself. I think it tends to help me in situations because I'm not as disappointed or frustrated sometimes as I might be when I have lower expectations. But we all have them. We have them in every area of our lives, and one of the places that we have expectations is with God, our relationship with God, or what we think about God, or what He should be. And some of us keep our expectations pretty low with Him as well. We talk about, oh yeah, well, I'll go to church, or I pray, but I don't really expect anything to happen. And so we have these expectations of who God's supposed to be, how He acts in the world, how He rewards good behavior or punishes bad behavior. Like, we have certain expectations. And honestly, that's nothing new. I mean, that's a story that's been going on for a long time. If you just read a little bit of the Bible. And at the time Jesus was born, there were expectations there as well. The Jewish people were waiting for a Messiah, for a Savior. But they were waiting for a Messiah or a Savior in the same way that God had shown up before. Because Israel had been in captivity before. They had foreign oppressors over their country before. This was not something that was new to them. And in times past, God would make something crazy happen, perform a miracle, or maybe He'd raise up a great king like David, or maybe He'd raise up a great warrior like Samson, who just destroyed thousands on his own. And that's kind of what people were looking for, and that's what they were expecting. But God decided to come in more of an unexpected way. He did not come as this king. He did not come as a conqueror. He came as a child. And I think it's so interesting that God could have chosen to come any way He wanted to, but He chose a baby, a way that nobody was expecting, right? And they called Him Emmanuel. So we get that from the story in Matthew. And Emmanuel means God with us. And that's so significant and so important during this Christmas season, during the rest of our year, but especially as we come up on Christmas, to remember that God is with us. Because I think we all have these expectations of, if I do good, if I read my Bible or pray or go to church or make the right decisions, then maybe God will be with me. Then maybe He'll bless me. He'll do the things that maybe I want. He'll give me some of my needs or wants, but I have to act right first. And if I don't do those things, then maybe He'll punish me or allow bad things to happen to me. And that's how a majority of people in the world see God and saw Him back then as well, as sort of this God who has to be appeased. And God showed up in a way that just flew in the face of all of that. And He said, I'm going to be God with you. And that's whether you think you're good or bad, whether you think you're near to God or far from God. Man, whether your situation looks like you think it should look, whether your realities are meeting your expectations or not, God is with you. And that first piece of that Christmas story is that God is here with you. And it doesn't depend on your goodness or your actions. It doesn't depend on what your situation looks like. If you've had a tough year, like many people have, God is with you in the middle of it. And I want you guys to know that during this Christmas season, God is with you simply because He wants to be with you. There's no qualifiers. It's one of the glories and miracles of Christmas. And that's week 1 of our Christmas series. Is I want you guys to remember that God is with you no matter what. So I hope you guys are having an awesome holiday season, and I hope you have a blessed and Merry Christmas. See you later.